Let's see what's in the news today. This is the national newspaper. And oh, what happened here? Let's have a look. Scroll down. Burj Khalifa beaten to top spot in world's highest observation decks. Oh, okay. So it's no longer the highest. That's okay. No respite as more rain forecast across the UAE. Oh, that's good. More rain. And this is something about a book award. And what's this here? Oh, this is a juicy story. Body found at the bottom of tower in Dubai Silicon Oasis. Let's read that actually. Okay, so that's obviously the tower in that picture where the body was found. And wonder if it's a murder or a suicide or an accident maybe. Let's have a read. It's not yet clear why the man fell and where he fell from. So they think he fell. But residents of the spring at the Oasis Tower and office goers reported the first sighting. So the first time they saw him was made around 7:30 a.m. So early in the morning. That's the name of the writer. Okay. Dubai Silicon Oasis. Let's read the story. I assume they'll tell us what happened in this story and where this man is from, or maybe the reason why he jumped, if he jumped. Police are investigating the death of a man who almost certainly fell from Spring Tower in Dubai Silicon Oasis. So, okay, so it was not a suicide or a murder. He certainly fell, almost certainly. And they are investigating, so they are trying to find out. Okay. The security guards said they believe. The security guards said they believed the man was a Syrian. Okay, so he's Syrian and he had fallen from the 15th floor in the early hours of the morning. Goodness, from the 15th floor, that's high up. And early hours of the morning. So I wonder what he was doing, whether he was up or maybe it was an accident and he was drinking all night or something. You don't know. His body was spotted outside the building entrance at about 6:30 a.m. Okay, said a guard. He lived alone on the 15th floor. We think he must have fallen from there. Okay, same information. So, a repeat of the same. The body was spotted. So spotted must be also found or seen. One man who worked in a nearby office described the scene at the 25-story tower as chaotic when he arrived at 9 a.m. So one was chaotic. I think probably comes from the noun chaos. When it's messy, it's busy and disorganized. Yeah. Probably a lot of people around by then, 9 a.m. and he was found 6:30 in the morning, so it's a couple of hours. The area was cordoned off and the body was taken away at about 10:30 a.m. Okay, so it's an hour and a half after this guy arrived. Cordoned off. It's probably what the police does. They put that tape around to keep people away. Said the man who did not wish to be named, so he didn't want to give his name. I believe he fell and his body was lying a long time before the police arrived. Yeah, sounds like it. A police car was outside the building until early evening when the cordon was removed. Oh goodness, police stayed around all day till the evening. People returning from nearby offices and mothers with their children warned people away against walking close to the spot. Okay. So they said, don't look at it, there's a dead man. It was a terrible sight, yeah, said Shannon, who waiting to pick up 2 children from the bus outside the tower later in the day. Should be who was waiting. The body was just lying there and children were rushing out to get into their buses. The poor man, I wonder what happened to cause him to fall. Yeah, I do too. There's no answer in this story, really. Dubai police are still investigating and we're not willing to comment. So maybe it's still a suicide, we don't know. Look at this, 2 related. Worker dies after falling from a lift, and a man fell 11th floor to death after deal went wrong. Goodness, 3 people.